Hi Sagittarius, welcome to my channel Live Life in Tarot. Sagittarius, this reading is for all Sagittarius Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter sign. This reading is a comprehensive weekly forecast for February 11 to the 15th, 2019. Sagittarius, I have laid out all the cards, and you also have advice and guidance for what's happening for you that's coming towards you that you need to know about this week. And we'll pull clarifiers as well. So let's get into your reading, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, like, whoa. Okay, let's see what's good for you, because this looks really interesting. So let's get into it, okay? Now, Sagittarius, your theme for the week ahead, that is your theme this week, is sex. Do you feel disconnected to yourself and others, Sagittarius? What do you need to feel more loving, Sagittarius? Do you feel your needs are not being met, Sagittarius? That is the theme of the week for you, Sagittarius. Sex. Okay, so, well, Sagittarius, to help you with the theme for the week that you have, which is sex, you have expression. And expression is also the Three of Pentacles. And this is the energy that you can use to help you with your theme. The Three of Pentacles is about being supported, building something new, being creative, working together, or the lack thereof. So, here's what you can do with this Three of Pentacles, this energy that you're dealing with sex is your theme. Expression, expression, expression. So what I encourage you around this for Sagittarius is be productive, immerse yourself in a project, doing the necessary work to reach a goal. Make a prototype, deliveries, drafts, projects, plans, step-by-step processes, physical expressions of emotions, but be true to your own vision and stand in your truth. And obtain support where needed. Your cautions with this expression is be careful not to do busy work. Be careful with working without a plan. Be careful about enforcing your vision to the exclusion of others and failing to recognize the contributions of others. Be careful to make sure that you're covering things that are important and needed, but also you want to have caution with covering things up instead of dealing with the work that needs to be done. Sagittarius, what you thought I was going to say something else because your theme is sex? Well, let's see. That still might be to come. Okay, Aquarius. Excuse me. Are some of you dealing with an Aquarius? I just said Aquarius. So some of you are dealing with an Aquarius, Sagittarius. What's happening with you and an Aquarius? Let's get into it. Let's see. Well, the energy, let's start here. The energy that's your focus, Sagittarius, this week is you got the Three of Swords. And the Three of Swords is air energy, communication. This is also communication around more than yourself, communication involving others. This is also around having sorrows and disappointment and being upset. So I feel, Sagittarius, that your focus this week is this. For some of you, there's something that you are unhappy with or you're disappointed by, as it has to do with others that you're dealing with, or this is you just feeling sorrowful and upset and disappointed, as it has to do with receiving an opportunity, not receiving an opportunity, wanting an opportunity, or needing to offer to someone, or not getting something offered to you, or just not happy with what has been offered to you, or not happy that you have to offer. But with this Three of Swords energy, the focus is to move away from your thoughts of worry and disappointment. It's also about you trying to recover from your worries, your concerns, and disappointments, and your worries and concerns and disappointments with others. For some of you, it requires communication to recover from a situation, or recover a situation as it has to do with others, because it was communication that caused it to get fucked up. But your focus is to heal and to recover from the things that you were disappointed by, worried by, or that was caused on you at the hands of others or the communication of others. Okay? Sagittarius. So Sagittarius, the energy that you are embodying in the week ahead is the Magus, which is the Magician. So some of you are dealing with an Aquarius. Aha! With the Magician, this is about you having all the tools to create what you want, or not having all the tools to create what you want. And this is happening for some Aquarius, where you are able to create what you want in your world. For other Sagittarius, there's a delay in trying to create what you want, or right now you don't have everything you need to create what you want in your world that you're trying to manifest. And so, as it has to do with your work, you have Fortune, the Wheel of Fortune, which is a major arcana. This is fire energy. This is about creating shifts and changes. I feel, Sagittarius, that many of you are experiencing changes and shifts in your world. For some of you, this is positive. For others of you, this is negative. I also feel that you are creating positive shifts and changes in your work, and others of you are creating negative shifts and changes as it has to do with work. But I do feel, for the most part, many of you are experiencing a more fortunate time with work, with whatever changes and shifts that are occurring at this time in your work, and as it has to do with you. You're seeing more gain, more stability, more security with work with these shifts and changes, or there's an ability to have more security and gain, or to be more resourceful. Some of you, I feel that you need to be more resourceful at work to have more shifts and changes at work. For others of you, as it has to do with any possible issues around work, as it has to deal with others and you being disappointed, or there's a problem in communication, this is about you looking at what actions you can take to change it, or to shift the situation to a more positive result for you. Others of you, there's a complication in your ability to make this shift, because you might be the problem with what you're saying or doing in a situation, and it's causing a delay or more issues in the situation, which in turn is creating more of a problem and issues for you, Sagittarius. Now, Sagittarius, as it has to do with your home, you have the Four of Swords. This is air energy. This is communication. This is taking a step back. But with this Four of Swords, it says that this is a truce. So some of you, there's been some restlessness or some issues in the home where you felt restrictions, or feeling stuck, or feeling chained, or feeling confined. But there's some sort of restrictive energy. For some of you, that restrictive energy was around time constraints. But now I feel that you are, many of you are at a place where in your home and family that you are able to take a step back and rest, or find some sort of compromise with whoever this may involve. For those of you that there's a situation that got stuck, or wasn't moving, or that you felt restricted by, or who you're dealing with was feeling restricted by, there's now some peace being brought to the situation at this time, and so you can lay the burden the fuck down. Now, for others of you, that's not what's happening for you, boo. You were dealing with restlessness. There's a lack of a truce. There's a lack of a compromise. You feeling fucking stuck. You feeling chained by the situation. You feeling restricted. You feeling that you're burdened, or that you are bound to a situation, and so you are having trouble with, finding peace around this, because that shit just ain't gonna do for you, Sagittarius. So there's a need for you to figure out how to go about, through coming up with strategies and meditating on the situation, what is the best way to see yourself released from this situation, or for you to release it, Sagittarius, and implement it so that you can piece this thing up, as it has to do with, it being on your mind like this, and this is going on in your environment. Now, as it has to do with your money and finances, you have the Nine of Discs with the Star. This is really, really nice, Sagittarius. The Nine of Pentacles is earth energy. It's about being very resourceful. It's about seeing gain. It's about stability and security growing for you. And with the Star here is the major arcana. Again, it's showing up. Some of you are definitely dealing with an Aquarius. So this here is air energy. And with the Star, this is talking about healing, seeing wish fulfillment, maintaining your hope. But I feel that you were experiencing some disappointment around your money and finances, Sagittarius, and now you're coming to a place that you're able to separate yourself from that and move away from it and heal it, because now you're starting to see, through your resourcefulness and through whatever you've worked on, that now you bring healing to your money and finances, and maintaining your hope, and thinking of ways for you to change that shit up for the better. And you had the tools. You got the tools to do it, and so you're doing it, and you are creating the change. You're being strategic. You're figuring out how to come the fuck unstuck, and you're figuring out how to release yourself from any money woes, and now you're able to find peace and, withdraw and get laid back about it, because you know what? The hard part is over right now, right, Sagittarius? So good for you, for those of you who are seeing that gain and healing your money circumstances at this time. And others of you, there's a delay, but it's still coming. And others of you, a small group of you, there's still some issues with your money and finances, because some of you are codependent, as it has to do with you trying to have more stability and security with your money and finances, and your ability to change it relies upon somebody else. And so there's a need to be hopeful, but I feel some of you aren't feeling this hopeful because of, you being codependent on somebody else financially for your money circumstances to change. And so this is causing you worry and disappointment, because your money situation, whether it changes for the better or for the worse, is also tied to, the actions and through the communication and dealings with somebody else or others. Now, as it has to do with your relationships, Sagittarius, you have the Devil with the Nine of Cups. So the Devil is earth energy. It's a major arcana. Some of you are dealing with the Capricorn, but I feel with the Devil here, especially with the Nine of Cups, I feel as it has to do with relationships, that Sagittarius, you have been looking at your relationships with regard to focusing on what you could use or what you can create or obtain in your world through the relationships to bring more happiness and satisfaction and wish fulfillment in your circumstances. I feel some of you felt restriction or have been worried about being restricted in some way, and you turn to your relationships to see what you can manifest and create from them, to see what you can obtain that was practical, that you could actually get your hands on and apply to your circumstances so that you can have more peace of mind. And it took you needing to have strategy, to be clever, to communicate. Some of you had to talk the talk, walk the walk, and speak all slick and sly. And some of you had to tell a few white lies or a few lies to get some shit done. But hey, you're getting the shit done because you're coming unstuck, and you're being released from any issues because of your relationships, and your relationships being able to satisfy and help you to be in a better place with what was going on. So you turn to your relationships to help you to find release. Also, for others of you, as it has to do with the devil energy and the Nine of Cups, I feel like some of you are in some sort of very addictive relationship, a very obsessive relationship, a very overindulging relationship that some of you that you're manipulating, actually, that you are the one making the changes and shifts in, and it's either because you're codependent or who you're dealing with is codependent, and you are taking the time to meditate on the situation and manipulate it to how you want things to turn out, whether you are looking to get away from something or you're looking to strategize about something for your benefit. But this is things that you're doing to work towards your benefit. For others of you, this is what's happening to you from someone else. But I also feel that somebody is having a lot of fun in a relationship. Someone is having their desires met in their relationship. Someone is having wish fulfillment and are very happy in their relationship. And there's peace and harmony, because you and whoever you're dealing with are on the same page mentally, and you vibe with each other. And so there's positive shifts and there's healing, and the relationship you got is growing. And if there was any issues between you and who you were dealing with, where there was any challenges or disappointment, y'all healing from that shit. At least you are, most definitely, Sagittarius, or somebody who dealing with you, healing by your magic Midas hands and touch. So, as it has to do with what's coming towards you that you need to know about, this unexpected, Sagittarius, you have the Seven of Swords with the Prince of Wands. So the Seven of Wands is, so some of y'all have a challenge, or you're defending something or standing your ground on something for that Seven of Wands energy, you taking action on some shit. Well, anyhow, with the Seven of Swords, this is about communication. This is about stinking thinking. It can be about strategy, trying to get away with something or not able to get away with something. But here it stands as fertility. So some sort of complication or issue that's going on that is causing you a problem. This is either what's going on in your thoughts or what's going on in your circumstances, and it's being this conflict or issue or whatever this is, this has to do with some sort of communication that's involved here. Now, it's with the Knight of Wands, so Knights bring about events. And so with the Knight of Wands, this is either you embodying this energy, Sagittarius, which I feel some of you are, and if you are, you're looking to take action to see what movements you can make. You're trying to stick and move. You're trying to see what you can do to move away from any challenges or any issues that might be going on in your world or have been going on in your world, and you being strategic, you being having strategy, and some of you are getting that shit off, and you're able to move away from whatever the fuck is the problem. Others of you, your efforts are futile. You not moving shit, you're not going nowhere. You still stuck in that situation, and you still got to go back to the drawing board. Yeah, it's disappointing, but you can't let that disappointment keep you from doing what you got to do to figure out how to make your efforts count and work for you and get a more positive result in the situation that you're dealing with. But for the most part, I feel for many Sagittarius, this is you moving away from troubles that you are facing or that you have been facing, and you're recovering from them. You're separating yourself from them, and it's all because of your slick, strategic style, your smooth intellectual communication, and your ability to slip out of shit and escape, and to create movement in your world that is effective and brings about the desired result for you. So with all that said, Sagittarius up here doing the doggone thing, let's take a look at what your guidance and your advice is in the week ahead with all these energies that you're dealing with, Sagittarius. So Sagittarius, you have action. So take some form of action without regrets, Sagittarius. Examine what is holding you back from taking action and cut it loose, Sagittarius. You will get the most immediate results through acting decisively. No maybes, Sagittarius. And that is your guidance for the week ahead. Take action. Be decisive. Strike true. Okay? Move your shit forward and come up out of the bullshit of whatever that is for you in your week ahead. And you can do it. Many of you, some of you, it's a little bit troubling, but you'll figure it out. The energy is here for you to have access to making the changes you need to see in your world. And so to help you with your guidance of action, your advice is preservation. And preservation is earth energy of the Four of Pentacles, which is about you creating stability and security in your world. So what I encourage you to do with this energy, Sagittarius, is focus on maintaining, focus on being frugal, focus on saving your money, resting up, sacrificing now in order to have more later, having a routine, having a budget, a plan, and enforce reasonable limits, and implement preservation. Now the caution with this energy for you, Sagittarius, I feel you want to be careful not to be stingy, where you're trying to hold on to everything that you have and not have a tight grip on it, and not have a little more slack to the situation. You want to also caution yourself against preserving the status quo, cost cutting to a ridiculous extreme, but I don't think you'll have too much trouble with that, however possible. But also have the caution towards the need to break with a routine, fear of losing what you have, setting unrealistic limits, and bleeding the fun out of something with too many rules and restrictions to even enjoy it. I hope these messages help. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching. Bye.